Right. Hello. Good evening. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have live Q&A session. We'll be covering questions from you to help you with your business, with your life, with anything that you need help with. And I'll be answering your questions, helping you get clarity to absolutely smash 2025. So super excited to be here with you. Please drop your questions in the chat. I'll be answering those questions. Some of those I'll be explaining, I'll be showing you, I'll be just helping you out with different resources I have available for you. So super excited to be here with you and help you out. So let me know, please, in the chat. Just drop one if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, and we will get into it. Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me okay. I see some questions here already popping up. So whether you're looking for help with choosing products to sell, just starting a business in the first place, getting some momentum with your business if you already have some traction, getting your ads to work, getting your ads to be profitable, and making sure that you have everything in your business to succeed this year. Every challenge, every problem, everything that you have challenges with, I probably have been through, made all of the mistakes possible. So I'd love to share those experiences with you. Hey, Alex, Mark Simoni, fan of D2C. Awesome. Great to see you guys here. Already see some awesome questions popping up. Let me see 111. You guys can hear me okay. You guys can see me okay. Let's roll. All right. Okay. So I am having problems. Question from Mark Simoni here. I'm having problems with returns. My 3PL doesn't suggest returning back to China. It is too expensive. Any suggestions? If you want to process returns, I mean, good 3PLs, if you're working with good 3PLs, they should process returns for you. And if your 3PL does not offer that, then it's probably not good 3PL and you should change that 3PL. Usually 3PLs, they would get the package, they would open it, they would check it if it was open, if it was not. And if it wasn't open, then they would just kind of like get it back into the inventory and send it to the next customer. They would charge like $1-2 usually to process that return. But this way you don't have to worry about it. If you need good 3PLs, if you need good suppliers, just DM me suppliers. This is my Instagram here. If you're not connected me on Instagram, what are you doing with your life? It's Alex Fedotov, 3F at the end. Ping me on Instagram. I have some good resources to share with you. I share some stupid jokes sometimes on Instagram as well. And it's a lot to see. So highly recommend to follow me on Instagram. Give me a message. Just DM me suppliers. If you're specifically looking for good 3PLs, good suppliers, just DM me there. I'll send you the contact information so your returns are processed on time. Mark Simoni. All right. Question from Alex, my man, Alex Belot. When launching an e-com, should I focus on one country, US, or can I launch, let's say, US and France? I would recommend to choose one market and just go after it. So whether it's big four, it could be big four, let's say United States, Canada, right? Like so, I'll just drop it here on screen. My thought process. All right, let me know if you can see my screen, right? So let's say this is your business, you're planning to launch, right? So you can either go international, which is France, and also there is a Canada that has French-speaking part, or you can go big four, which is US, UK, Australia, and Canada. So initially, you would launch in these countries, and then you would identify, okay, let's say you're getting great results in UK, US maybe not as good, right? So then you would stop targeting United States, you would go after UK market, but you can only make those decisions based on data. if you go after both of these simultaneously, then you'd have to translate everything to French, right? Which is a lot of work. So in that case, I would just focus on either this segment, English speaking, or French speaking, and then just go all in on that particular segment. Alex, let me know if that makes sense. Let me know also if screen is big enough for you. I know it can look weird on mobile, but that's what I would do, and that's what I recommend. All right, so Mark Simoni. Been selling a product for the last 10 months. We're scaling and branding. What are the signs that I will stop scaling? Well, depends on which category that is, depends whether the product is seasonal or not. But usually the biggest constraint when for stopping scaling the product is just your marketing. So some of the signs I would look for there, just drop it here on screen as well, right? So let's say you have a product. Let's say you do, I don't know, just for illustration purposes, let's say you do 100K a month, right? So you do some lower numbers here and you're scaling up, you're doing well. What are the variables for you to scale that product to, let's say, 1 million months? Let's say you want to get it to 1 million months. What do you have to do? Like, number one, you need a solid creative sourcing system, right? If you're not constantly testing new creatives, if you're not testing at least 20, 30 ads per week, then at some point it will stop scaling because simply you're not feeding Facebook with enough good creatives. Number two, as you're scaling your brand, as you're scaling it from 100K a month to 1 million a month, you need diversification. You need multi-channel. That is the way to build a brand that scales over time. If you look at all of these successful brands, all of the 9-figure brands, what do they have? They have diversified traffic sources. If you're planning to do it purely on Facebook, at some point it will stop working. You will start seeing diminishing returns. Facebook returns will drop, and you will think, oh, the product has died. But it's not the product has died. It just, you only have one traffic source and you were over-reliant on it. So you would want to launch on Amazon at some point. You want to add some TikTok if your product is something that can be sold on TikTok. And people say, oh, so if TikTok is getting shut down in like January 19. It fucking won't. It won't. Like, please. Okay. And even if it does, right? Let's say they shut down TikTok. It's like, what will happen with all that traffic? What will happen with like hundreds of millions, billions of people that are using TikTok? Like, what will happen? All of those people will just go back to Facebook, will go to YouTube. So one way or another, you will have your traffic. Like, it's not a problem, right? So if you want to wait until whatever the date is, like when they want to shut down TikTok, which again, I don't think it will happen. 99% chance it won't happen. The best president in human history, Donald J. Trump, will not let that happen. It won't happen. So TikTok, right? Another Google, right? Big source of traffic. So if you think about your product, like this is where people get it wrong, right? People think there's this small set. You have your product, you have your e-commerce, you have your dropshipping product, and you think there's like small group of people, like there's like 10 people hiding on the internet that will buy your product, and you kind of like somehow need to sell it to them. And once you sold it to them, the product dies, right? It just dies. That's what people say. Oh, my product died. Your product didn't die. Your marketing fucking died. That's what happened. That's what happens like 99% of cases, because you stopped innovating, you start testing new ads, you stopped improving your funnel, you stopped diversity sources, and that's why your product dies. Products don't die. They don't. Marketing dies. Like, think about iPhones. They sell for like what, 15, 20. Did it die? No. Okay. You have your, I don't know, like clothing died? No. There is new types of clothing. There's some innovation happening, new types of brands, new types of designs. Like, or different gadgets that you're buying. Did they die? Like you go to electronic shop, like the products die? They fucking don't. They just become better. And so if you stop innovating, this is when things die. And you might think, oh, it's like my product died, but it's not the product died. It just you stopped innovating. You stopped innovating on the marketing side. You stopped diversifying traffic sources. You stopped creating better variation of your product based on the feedback, which we'll talk about this later on. And so that's why it died. So it's not only this small group of people that will buy your product, millions of people can buy your product if you just market it effectively, right? So what you have to focus on is like, how do I become the best marketer possible, the best marketer in existence? Because if you have focus on that and you're constantly looking for new ideas, you're constantly looking how to make your product better, you're constantly looking for new traffic sources, then you will never have a problem with products stop being scalable or like products dying. Usually when the product dies, what happens is someone else comes into the market selling the same products as you do, and they just do it better. And you think, oh, my product died. And then you see that same product, someone scaling it massively. So let me know if that makes sense. Mark Simone. I think that is a phenomenal question, and that is a big misconception that people have. And my goal for this call is to make sure that you don't have these misconceptions and you have your mind straight and you have your minds right, because that is the only way, that you will absolutely crush 2025, 2026 and beyond if you have this like abundance mindset. And if you're focusing on the right things, you're not focusing, oh, my product died, oh, my product saturated, oh, e-commerce is saturated. E-commerce is so saturated. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, it's like $1 trillion industry. And you made your few $1 million and you think it's that. What's wrong with this picture? Like you haven't even scratched the surface of what's possible. You haven't even like tipped into what is possible. It is impossible to saturate anything. Yeah. Please get your minds right. Get back to scaling. All right. So, all right. Okay. Boris. I have a question from Borislav. Okay. All right, here. Okay. How would you approach selling a product if we have the following case? I want to sell a cosmetics product on a small market of a couple million. I will only have one competitor who's been selling that product for more than a year, has a lot of reviews, and sell the product for a cheaper price than the one I want to sell mine at. So fucking what? Like, well, I mean, you know, okay, you have Apple, right? Now, with everything that's Apple doing, phenomenal products, amazing products, there's also some people that are using Samsung and using Huawei and using like some other stuff that's, I would not recommend using. This is the best product. You should absolutely buy yourself one of those. If you're using Samsung, please get to something good. Anyways, so there's always opportunity. There's always like portion of the market you can grab. You're like naturally will be limited by the size of your market, but you can also diversify to other markets, right? So your goal in the business overall, like the biggest thing in business, the biggest like 90% of success is a proof of concept. It's called proof of concept, right? So if you have a proof of concept in one country, if you're selling your product effectively in one country, what you can do? You can sell your products in a second country, third country, fourth country. I mean, you can sell your products in like 50 different countries if you want, right? So if your country here is small, let's say if you're going after the market that's only a few million people, then obviously the amount of scale that you will have will be limited. And also, you have established competitor. That's not a problem at all, because you can differentiate your product. Let's say if someone is selling the product to everyone, you can just sell the product to, hey, this is the product specifically for, I don't know, older people, younger people, people that have a specific condition, right? You can niche down, which again will kind of like limit how much you can scale that product. But what you will get throughout that process is you will get the most important thing, which is the proof of concept. That's why dropshipping model is so amazing. People's like, oh, dropshippers, like they're ruining the world. Fuck that. Dropshipping is an amazing business model for validating the product, right? Getting that proof of concept initially, right? Getting it to proof of concept. Okay, it's selling. People are paying money for it. And then you can turn the dropshipping store into a brand. So the same concept here. You validate your product in one country, and then you start diversifying and stacking all of these different countries, right? So if you think about like overall the concept of scaling the business, right? If you want to take the business from $1 revenue to $1 million, where is like million, to let's say $100 million in revenue, all that is taking business from here to here. It's either horizontal scaling or it's a vertical scaling, right? So I'll explain this. You either expand geographically, right? You sell your product in more countries. So that's how you grow your sales, right? So you're getting proof of concept either way, but then you either scaling it to different countries or you're scaling it through different traffic sources. That's all there is. So let's say you have one product, one country, one traffic source. So there is only so much you can do. Let's say you will cap out here, depending on the country, you'll cap here between maybe like, if it's a very small country, maybe like 50K a month. If it's a big country, you'll cap here at about 1 million a month, right? Let's say United States, one product, one traffic source, you can do 1 million a month. You can even do 2-3 million a month in the United States, no problem. And then after that, it comes down to diversification. And it comes down to exactly what I covered earlier, which is either scaling that product through different traffic sources. Let's say you're selling on Facebook. Boom, you add Amazon. Boom, you add TikTok. Boom, you add Google. You have your email. You have your SMS. You have all of these different traffic sources, and you start like stacking them up. And again, this is what all successful businesses do. This is how businesses get to 100 million in revenue. Very, very rare businesses get there by just utilizing one traffic source. So you get initial proof of concept, and then you start stacking. So you either sell product in different countries, same product, just translate everything to another country, or you get on traffic sources, or you do both. Let's say if you had that same one product, you selling to like 10 countries, same one product, 10 countries, and let's say you have 3 traffic sources. Like, what is the potential scalability here? Even that product that was doing 50K in one market here, in these like 10 countries, 3 traffic sources, you're already looking at least 300K per month on a lower level to like probably like what, 3-5 million months on the higher level, or even higher than that, depending on the product, right? So that's how you scale the business. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. So many questions. Ooh, and great questions, by the way. These are not some dog shit questions. These are great questions. These are amazing questions. You guys are like phenomenal with questions. All right, let me do another one here. All right. Hey, Alex, how do I outbid people with saturated products? I know it's a saturated angles, not products, but how do I hit it differently? That's a very good point. So think about business as a kind of like a chessboard, right? So let me share it here. Let me share it with you. All right. So think about business as a chessboard, right? So that's you, right? Let's just, okay, that's you. All right. Let me see it. That looks cool, right? No, let me get you kind of like jacked, right? So you have you have, okay, you have, I mean, you have some, you have some chest, you have some chest, you have some abs too, right? So these are abs, and then you have some good legs too. You're doing your leg days on good days, right? So you have your arms are jacked, right? So that's you. And then you have your competition that's like already kind of like, okay, let's say your competition is kind of like overweight, right? They don't do leg days, so their legs are kind of like not the best. And then you have, yeah, they kind of like gotten like complacent, right? So they're not training their arms, they're not training their legs. So that's your competition. So how to beat them, right? The way you beat them is by identifying how you beat them. So you identify what they're currently doing and what you can do better. So even if they have like an angle that's like saturated, everyone is using that angle for a good reason because it works, then you can beat them on their ads, or you can beat them on their funnel. And funnel comes down to economics. Economics. I was studying economics in the university. I was a horrible student. Horrible. Bad, like bad, like, yeah. But one thing that I've learned from economics is that if you have better economics, and I'll explain what that is, then you can beat anyone. What I mean by economics. So let's say your competition here, they got in like kind of like complacent. They have, let's say, $50 average order value, right? You go through their funnel, and the way to do it is like, you have to spend some money. Don't be cheap. Go through your competition ads, go through their funnels, buy all of their products, and see how they're maximizing their average order value, what kind of upsells they have, what kind of emails they're sending. Like all of that stuff is what helps them to be in business. But let's say, here in this case, you go through all of these. So let's say they have 1 or 2 upsells, or maybe they don't have any upsells at all. Let's say on average, you would approximate they make like $50 average order value. So how you can beat this competitor, even with the same angle, even with kind of like they've been around for a longer time, you beat them with economics. So let's say you get your average order value to $100. Like, what kind of competitive advantage you can, and like, I mean, this would make your arms even bigger. Like, imagine, like, this is like, so you have your average order value higher. So now you can outbid them, right? And so for that, you learn from them what kind of upsells they have. Maybe you can do better upsells. Maybe you can do better funnels. Maybe you can do better advertorials, right? Maybe you can achieve higher conversion rate. If they're converting, let's say at like 2%, maybe you can get your funnel to 3%. And so now you're just kind of like stacking these like smaller wins, but combined, they give you the advantage, right? So this is on the economic side. And then on the ad side, again, you're selling similar product. You're selling them with a similar angle. What kind of ads you can make? A creative sourcing system you can have in place in order to beat them. And by the way, for creative sourcing system, I highly recommend you guys try Get Hooked. Like, has 12 million from different brands. You can see different brands, different ads, right? Can help you to write all of the good scripts. You can see just like saving the ad, generating the script, takes like 20 seconds, boom, right? You just kind of like creating the script, rewriting it, and you are moving super fast. Speed is very important. So if you are looking at all of these things as competitive advantage, you're like literally in a battle, like you're in a UFC fucking cage with them. So how can you beat them? Like if you're, let's say you're shorter, right? I mean, you probably cannot strike that well, right? So now you have to grapple. Now you have to get on the ground. Like if you're taller, you have the reach advantage. So now you probably use your legs. So you have to identify those unique competitive advantages that are unique to you that will allow you to beat them. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know. Who here is watching UFC? Who here likes UFC? Any good UFC people here? Let me know. Let me know. So, and yeah, let me know if this explanation makes sense. I know my talent for drawing. I'm working on that. I'll get a coach to help me write better. Anyways, all right. Hey Alex, I've been thinking to travel to Shenzhen, meet with supplier to increase overall product quality. Is possible to get a contract which would oblige my supplier to sell this version only to me? 100%, Mark. Yeah. Charlie, thank you so much, sir. Mark, 100%. You need someone on the ground in China, like negotiation in China, because I've been in China like 2 months ago, and like negotiations in China, like there is a lot of things that are lost in translation, and a lot of their people are not speaking English. And let's say even if your factory, your supplier, they speak English, but then you tell them something, you don't know what they're telling the actual like factory owner, for instance, right? Kind of like there's things that are lost in translation. Ideally, you would have someone who's totally on your side. Personally, we work. By the way, if you DM me suppliers, on Instagram. By the way, again, if we're not connected in Instagram, what are you doing? Don't be shy. DM me suppliers. Let's connect on Instagram. Shy people don't get rich. Remember that. So you have the suppliers. I'll get you the suppliers. They come with you to China, and they can get it done as long as you pushing significant volume, right? You have the exclusivity agreement, which will be very helpful for you if you decide to sell your business. Because if you decide to sell your business and you say, hey, by the way, we're working with supplier, with the factory, and this factory will only sell this product to us. We have an exclusivity agreement. Boom, that adds value to your business. That helps you to exit your business for more money, and money is always good. So I would just have someone on the ground. If you don't have anyone on the ground, many things are getting lost in translation. So plan that trip, have someone with you, go to these factories, negotiate, and get that stuff done. And if you need those contacts, would love to share them with you. Would love to help you to get it done. All right, we have Christos here watching UFC. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for joining. Is retention and loyalty programs a sellable service for all e-commerce brands? Question from Sham. I mean, retention is a good service. If you help someone to make more money without spending more money, it's a good service. If you have some case studies to prove it, even better, but it's a good service, 100%. Loyalty programs, I don't know. It depends on the brand. Loyalty programs overall, in my experience, are overrated, but retention itself, let's say if you help someone to squeeze more from their existing customers without spending more money on ads, and you take percentage of that service, what you have delivered, it's a no-brainer offer. Sham, let me know if that makes sense. All right. Hey there, I just wonder about that. Can I start e-commerce business almost without capital and while creating free ads, or is that possible? Thanks. Question from Spiel Thai. Yeah, it is absolutely possible. You would have to rely more on your time investment than money investment. So you would do organic content on, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and you would just create many pieces of short form content that would give you some views, and then you drive that traffic to your website, and that's how you'll be generating sales. Alternatively, if you have almost like no capital, I would recommend to look into TikTok Shop affiliate opportunity, where you don't even have to create like any products yourself. You just take the products that already exist on the market and you promoting them for a commission. You get the content creation skill, which will be very valuable to you long-term in the business overall, like in life, super valuable. You'll gain the copywriting skills because you'll learn how to craft these videos, how to make amazing scripts to sell your product. And so it will be overall extremely valuable experience for you. But it is absolutely possible. We're blessed to live this day and age with so many opportunities available to us, where like you can be fucking broke today and then you go and like figure out TikTok, you figure out TikTok shop, promoting other people's products, and you're building a business out of fucking nowhere. Like imagine the opportunity we have right now. The most important thing here is just to go at it and not being afraid to fail. Most people just think about this, spill tie, I'll keep you accountable. I want you to see like in 1 month here on this live, or obviously on different live, joining and telling me about your results, what you have done. You have to move fast with this because there's so many great ideas, but most people fail because they're afraid to fail. Like they fail because they're afraid to fail, right? They don't even do anything because like, whoa, what if it doesn't work out? What if you don't even fucking try? That is a bigger, like, please, I need you to fucking do it. Just go at it. Figure it out. I think TikTok organic, TikTok shop, affiliate. These are two things, first of all, that I would focus on. Another question from Shem here. Thank you. And also, is funnel building, offer creation also sellable service to D2C brands? 100%. 100%. Just get some case studies. Like when you're reaching out to business owners, they're busy people. Have some case studies. Hey, you know, I help this, and this brand. Use Twitter. There's a lot of D2C people there. And just get some case studies. Get some proof. Like there's a lot of people just talking shit. It's like, oh, I can help you this and this. Like, but who did you help? What are your results? Like that's the most important thing for business owners. And I would love to see you making progress in that direction. Just do it. Get some case studies. Work for free at the beginning if necessary. Help get some results. Build some case studies, and then leverage those case studies to get even more clients. All right. When you change the market to USA, for example, is the C always so high at the beginning? I tested with 30 euros and had 10 link clicks. Yeah, US is pretty competitive market, especially if you're selling like skincare products, pain relief products. Health and beauty is very competitive in the US. Also, it comes down to the quality of your ads. So if your ads are not good quality, maybe just some stock content, like US market is very competitive. You can absolutely do very well in markets like in Europe, South America, Asia, with some lower quality content, but US, you really have to level your skill up. All right. Charlie, cannot wait to join BBA. Would love to see you on board, my man. Let's make it happen. Charlie also is asking, what is the best way to create advertorials with Shopify? So you can use landing page builders. There's quite a few good ones. For example, there is Raplo. There is Gem Pages. There is Raplo, Gem Pages, Pagefly. These three landing pages are amazing. Oh, Arthur said it is for jewelry. So yeah, advertorials with Shopify. Keep it simple. Gem Pages, Pagefly, Raplo. Focus on good copy, good design, and you should get some good momentum. All right. I am okay. Arthur, you are in jewelry. Yeah, for jewelry, $3 like cost per click is pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. Maybe it's out of like seasonality for you. Maybe something's off there. Like I think that could be the reason. Yeah, $3. Yeah, I would need to look in your metrics, would need to look at your ads. If you DM me on Instagram, by the way, again, don't be shy, DM me on Instagram. Any of these questions, would love to help you with some personalized feedback. Where's my Instagram? Okay, I'll type it again. So this is my Instagram. Please DM me on Instagram. Send me the link to your product or send me the link to your ads. I'll give you some feedback on how you can make those lower. Okay. Mo Reza had some question. Let me see, Mo Reza. I would want to help you, sir. All right. Okay. I relaunched my $19 beauty product that has had 10% conversion rate in 2021, 2022. I love 2021, 2022. We also had great metrics then. But now conversion rate and average order value dropped drastically. CTR add to cart rates are good. Same landing page, one video ad. Any idea why it's not working as before? Because the markets have changed, and markets are evolving, right? So if you think about markets, if you think about competition, right? So here, I mean, 2021, everyone was sitting at home, right? The people had a lot of money, government gave people money, specifically in the US. Other countries, they just take your money. Europe, they just take like 50, 60% of your money. They don't give you shit. Yeah, that's why so many good entrepreneurs are moving to Dubai, right? And other countries. So, but what changed in these years is, so you have 2024, competition is higher, right? So there's more people. Ads are higher quality. If you take on average the quality of ads 2021 versus 2024, the quality of ads, you have UGC gotten better, scripting gotten better, landing pages gotten better. Like, so all of these things that you would think about are gotten better. So you need to make like better ads and better landing pages and better funnels. Like, that's the only way to succeed. And besides that, higher competition, which means, let's say 2021 you had like $1 CPC, now it could be like $1.50. Let's say, so you have 50% increase here, and then you have also, because people have seen so many of these good offers and good ads, people are not reacting to them as much, right? So you have to be more creative with your ads. You have to be more creative with your funnels. And with cosmetics products, it should not be a problem, because you can upsell them different products in the same niche as long as they're congruent. So you can push your average order value higher. And then for the conversion rate, you have to look at how your product is different. This is the most important part. Like, cosmetics is very, very competitive industry. And so if you want to succeed in that category, in that industry, then you have to differentiate your product and build your product, or at least the marketing of it, on the pain points of other products that are being sold. So for example, if you're selling cosmetics products and the biggest pain point of customers that buying product from your competition is that the product is, let's say, sticky, right? Maybe it's sticky. Then you would position your product as non-sticky, right? So now you're looking at all other competition that's selling product and how they're selling them and what are the pain points. And you can find those on Amazon if you want to. You go to the reviews, you go to 1-star reviews, and then you position your product as something different. And then you start marketing it. And so you'd have to stack all of these small things like we talked about. You have to stack your average order value. You have to make your funnel better. You have to make your ads better so that you can beat these competitors that have momentum there, right? So you have to think about this as a fight, as kind of like as this competitive environment where there's not just you. And like, I think most people think like, and that's probably how it looked. 2020, I mean, 2020, what a beautiful year for e-commerce. 2021 was great. 2022 was great as well. But people think like, oh, if I launch this product, it's like everyone is just sitting on their phones. It's like literally how most entrepreneurs envision this. That's definitely how I envision this. Like, so you come to your phone, you come to Facebook, you come to Instagram, you come to TikTok, and it's like, and I'm just waiting to see this ad to buy this product. I'm just like so hesitant. I'm like, where's that product? I'm really looking for that product that I want to buy for my ads. And that's unfortunately not the case. We have other fucking 300,000 people that are trying to sell products as well. And so that's what we have to take into consideration. And we have to learn to be competitive, and we have to learn to become better marketers. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you become better marketer, you can fuck up many things in your business. You might not even have like the perfect product. People say, oh, it's like the product is the most important thing. Dog shit. How many low quality products are being sold very successfully? Like, you go to the grocery store, like there's some products that are like just low quality and still selling, hundreds of millions of dollars. Why? Because they're good marketers. Like, that's what it is. Like, if you master this skill, which is becoming a good marketer, better marketer, and the level of skill of marketer that was required to succeed in 2021, 2022 is not the same as it is right now. Like, you have to level up big time, and we'd love to help you with that. If you need leveling up, getting your business to profitability, would love to help you with some free resources or with any of the like personalized help that we can offer you to help you get that dialed in, help you move that inventory. So this is my Instagram here. DM me, don't be shy. I have a lot of resources. I have a lot of resources on products, on ads, on creatives, on funnels, many free resources I can share with you. And besides, I can share with you some more personalized help. So I'd love to help you in any capacity I can, send you in the right direction, share some contacts with you, like just help you as much as I can. So just DM me here. Like, DM me, don't be shy. It's like, if you're watching this, I mean, you're already here. Like, you are already watching. And we're not connected on Instagram. Like, what the actual fuck? Just DM me on Instagram. Let's connect there. Would love to help you. Like, literally, one connection, one introduction, one resource I can send your way can change your business. So, all right. All right. Khalid said, products matter. Why do cigarettes sell? Because it's addictive fucking product. Bad product, but it is addictive, right? So that's why it's selling very well. All right. Do you run agencies or stores? I don't run agencies. I don't like that model personally, but I like hiring agencies. That's what I like, especially good agencies. So if you have any good service that you're offering, please DM me, and we'll see if we can collaborate. I hire agencies. I don't run agencies. We run only our brands. All right. Hey, Alex, as an European wanting to target USA, we get stupid extra fees with most payment processors while selling outside Europe. Any tips on that? Thanks. So the best way to do it is just to have payment processors that are specifically from the country where you're selling. So for example, if you're from Europe, you would establish US LLC. You would get payment processors for US LLC. So you would get payments in dollars for your US LLC. And then from there, you would, you kind of like transfer money to your other company that's in Europe. That's what a lot of people do. And I think that's probably the most cost efficient way if you don't want to hit with different fees. But pretty much you have to get localized bank accounts, localized payment processors, localized companies if you want to avoid these fees. Because otherwise, let's say you have, let's say, PayPal that's from Germany, and you're selling products in the United States. Most likely, it will probably collect payments in euros, or even if it's in dollars, it will convert to euros automatically at a very bad rate. Like, PayPal will give you like tons of fees, and you will just pay extra fees for no fucking reason. So the best way to do it is just to have local companies, that are established, and then payment processor that are specifically for that. And by the way, I have a solution for that. I have a guy who knows the guy who can help set up these companies and help with local payment processors in different countries. Just if you want that contact, if you want some help with that, that's my Instagram here. Don't be shy. Alex Fedotov, give me a follow. Send me a message, and we'll take it from there. Alessia Longo. All right. Alex, if you have a story-based advertorial, do you test ads talking about the product or talking about the story you tell in the advertorial? I like storytelling via sales. I like the storytelling. It's not always 100% congruent, right? So for example, there could be like a doctor, let's say, in the VSL or in the ads, or could be some UGC content creators, and then sending them to the story-based advertorial, no problem, it still converts. Ideally, you would have a total congruence. Like, let's say you have even like the same person talking in the ad and then the same person is like on the advertorial sharing their story, so then it's like 100% congruent. But even if it's not, it will still convert as long as the story is good and the copy is good. So if you want to keep it less complicated, then you would, if you want to keep it less complicated, then don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, if you want to keep it less complicated, then don't have it 100% congruent, just have it good enough for it to convert, if that makes sense. All right, spill tie. By the way, I want to add something when I save even little funds to start e-commerce. Perhaps I might be beginning with YouTube. I also sought to buy your $20 Shopify store. I continue. Okay, cool. Can I create ads by myself? You can absolutely create ads by yourself, no problem. This your friend here. And by the way, I saw some. Is this live? This is absolutely fucking live. What time is it here? What time is it? Just tell me the time. It is. Oh, is this live? Alex, you pre-recorded all of these calls. Like, Alex, you're probably hiding somewhere in the basement, and this is just automatically playing. It's January 6th. January 6th. It's 12:50 here in the beautiful city of Miami, and I'm here with you live. Okay. Daniel, hey Alex, appreciate all the value. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining. You had alternatives to do, right? You decided to watch this live and ask questions and learn from it instead of watching cat videos. So on YouTube, which I appreciate a lot. Even though cat videos are probably more entertaining, but they won't make you money. And I will help you to make more money if you listen and apply the advice I give you. So every time you're on these lives and you look at me, you should see these like dollar signs, like da, 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 da. That's my goal, at least. That's what I'm working towards. Because I want you, like, if you make money and if I can help you make more money, then it's like, oh, this Alex is a good guy. Can I repay that favor? Or can I repay that favor to someone else? And can I help someone else? And you just pass it forward. And this way, we just help each other out and we help each other succeed. And more entrepreneurs become successful. And the more successful we become, the more people we can impact, the more we can help our families, and the more we can help people around us. And everything is just moving in the right direction. All right. So how can I dropship during Chinese New Year? I mean, you can, if you let your customers know that they'll have to wait for like a month for the product or even more. You can also pre-order inventory, and some fulfillment facilities will probably process like the orders, like if they have them already in stock. You have to talk to good suppliers. That's why I'm sharing these. That's why I am sharing these with ya. The suppliers. Talk to good suppliers, see what they can do. But worst case scenario, if you're selling, just make sure that you notify your customers that there will be a processing delay, that they will get their products with delay, because otherwise they'll get upset that they're not getting their products on time. And then you have all the chargebacks and all the feedback score issues and all that bad stuff. Just be transparent, and that should work out well for you. All right. Let me see here. Thanks for your legend. Just started hitting 2K days now in only Sweden. What would be the main thing? The main thing you would advise me to 10x this? Beautiful, jury. Let's fucking go. 2K days in Sweden. You can either, okay, back to our picture here. All right, so here, all right, we're back to our beautiful drawing. Like, you know what? I'll just print it out and I'll auction this. Like, this is like a piece of art here. Look at this. Look at this. This is like this is called $1 million drawing, right? So let's say, okay, your situation is Sweden, 2K day. 2K day, beautiful, beautiful. Sweden is a great market, by the way. So what you can do here is, number one, you can do, let's say you do that with one product, one traffic source. I don't know. I think it's one product. I'm just assuming it's one product. And so one country, right? So the same logic applies what we discussed before, which is, where is it? Where's my, okay, yeah, here, right? So let's say you cap here at like 50K a month, maybe 100K a month, 200K a month, doesn't matter. If you want to scale it up, you would either take that same product and take it on the road, right? Take it to, let's say, 10 different countries. So translate it. The problem here is you would have to translate it to 10 different languages, which will add a lot of complexity to your business, which is, if you are just starting out, it will be a big learning curve for you, like managing people, managing translators. Like people get, sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. They want increase in salary all the time. They have their day off, and they have all of this good stuff. So you'd have to learn the skill of diversifying to others. It's more complex. But alternatively, you can also take and find more products and still sell it to Sweden, still sell them on that one traffic source. So still one country, still one traffic source, but you're selling 5 products instead of 1. And then maybe you're just like, okay, what if I took those same 5 products and you added another traffic source? Maybe it's Google. Google in Europe is phenomenal. It's amazing, right? Because it's not as competitive. It's relatively easy to crack. And if you find a good agency that already done that in Swedish market, they can help you to take that product and just do some good money. Maybe do another few $100s, $1,000 per product in one country, right? So now you just took that one product and you just took that one business from one proof of concept and you turn it here. Let's say the cap here, let's say it's 100K a month, probably, right? So now by stacking all of these, you got it to like solid, 300, 500K a month. And then at some point in markets like Sweden, you probably hit a cap. But I know some people that have scaled in Sweden to like $2-3 million a month in Sweden, in one country. Alternatively, you can go Norway, you can go Finland, you can go some of these other countries, you can go Netherlands, you can go like Germany. I would just evaluate, okay, so what is the, the easiest thing is just like getting more products because you already speak the language. You don't have to translate anything. You just find more products. That's it, right? Now, with all of this, the overlapping thing would be, let's say if you're focusing on one traffic source, let's say it's Facebook, would be the creative sourcing system, right? Because the creatives in smaller countries, there's only so many people, so they will start hitting them again and again and again. So you will need to pump more ads, right? Which means you need to have a good creative sourcing system, which means you have to look at the inspiration from other people, which means you probably should look into Get Hooked. It has 12 million ads from different advertisers that can help you to have that constant flow of new scripts, constant flow of new ads, and that's how you basically ramp it up. But this is an amazing traction, Jure, 2K a day in Sweden. I mean, this just shows what's possible. Like just started. Jure just started, and he's already doing 2K a day. Like this is like literally what we're sitting on. Like the opportunity is just insane. If someone can just go and start a business and get that business to 2K a day, like 20 years ago, you would have to like, I don't know, like even if you have like a local business, like you want to get your local business to 2K a day. I mean, you would have to hire like fucking 10 people. Like you open a restaurant, you want to get your restaurant to 2K a day. Like how much you would have to invest? Someone sitting there, Jure is sitting in Sweden and just getting his business to 2K a day. This is just like Guys, I mean, if anyone's here, is just like sitting and waiting, oh, should I start e-commerce business? Oh, e-commerce is too saturated. Oh, I don't know. There's so many people doing it. It's too competitive. Yes, like just wait for another year. Don't rush it. Like don't rush it. Just like give it another year. 2026 you can start. Like just don't worry about it. Like it will get less competitive. Like everything will be perfectly aligned for you then. Please get on it. Get on it. Get to work. Let's make some money. Oh, all right. Juror. So basically, horizontal scaling to other countries and launching more products. Simple as that. And make sure that you're also pumping new ads for that product that you have, because then so you avoid this you avoid this like thing where you think that the product is that, where in reality it might be just the ads are bad. And that. If they're bad, then you might think that the product is that, but it's not that. It's just your ads are bad. If that makes sense. Would you say I need VSLs and videos or keep pushing images? Ooh, you're doing this with images. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Images. Push more images, test videos on the side. But I always like to allocate 80% of my effort to something that's already working. So 80% images, 20% test images, test videos and VSLs. But double down on what's working. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see entrepreneurs making. Something is working for them, and then they suddenly decide, oh, I need to do something different. Don't do that. Just double down on what's working. And then on the side, you can test all of these different things, but they might work or maybe they will not work. You just make sure you're maximizing the potential you already have. How can I learn VSLs? Do you think VSLs are still going to be relevant in the next years? Yeah, I mean, what VSL is? VSL is just a video that sells the product. Do you think in a few years people still be watching videos? They probably will, right? Video is like majority of the content that is consumed on the internet. So videos will be there, right? Do you think human psychology will change in a few years? Probably not. I mean, it hasn't changed in thousands of years, right? We still respond to pain. We still respond to fear. We still respond to basic emotions. So it will be there. Now, how these VSLs are done and the quality of footage and the quality of delivery and also different AI tools that you can incorporate them to make them like more efficient and make them faster, that will absolutely change, right? So that is the only thing will change, but the foundations are still there. Human psychology is still the same. Humans still consume videos. Humans still want to watch videos. Humans still want to be entertained all the time. So that is not changing. So the skill set that you will learn today will serve you for the lifetime. And you'll learn how to communicate better. And you'll learn how to write copy. And like, I mean, that is just a $1 million skill that is available to anyone. At what budget span do you serve scale, and does this break campaigns if done right? No, it does not break campaigns. At what budgets? I think we're starting at $500 a day. We're getting them to $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a day. But this is just our ad account. This is not financial advice. This is not media buying advice. You have to find exactly what is working for your account. I mean, some accounts are just like doing Advantage Plus, keeping it very simple and doing very well. Some accounts responding well to bid caps, cost caps. So you have to find the strategy that's working for you specifically. And if something doesn't work, don't force it. Like, don't force it just because, oh, Alex, you told me to do like $20,000 like campaigns, and I just like spent $100,000 with bad results. I don't want you to say that. I want you to do what's working for you. Test it out on a small scale. If it's working, double down. If it doesn't work, adjust and try something different. Let me know if that makes sense. Khalid, campaign. Okay, I have a question here from Polka. Katie, Campaign was profitable straight 2 months, but results suddenly dropped. We tested multiple angles and creatives, but didn't work. How do you overcome this? Thanks. Okay, so number one thing I'm looking at is whether it's seasonal, right? It could be seasonal that it stopped working because season just passed for a particular product, particular offer, and that's why it stopped performing. Number two, I'm looking if there's like big competition that just like bidding you out of the auctions, right? They're selling the same product, but they have better economics, which means they have better funnels or they have better ads. That's number two. Number three is sometimes it's just a fluke. Like sometimes it's like 1-2 days of bad results and then it's back to normal. That's number three that can happen. So I would just observe it. I would evaluate kind of like the competitive environment. I would see if my ads are on point. Maybe my frequency on the ads are too high. Maybe some angle that stopped working. And in that case, I just need to find a new angle, new idea, new creative concept, new ad format. Sometimes, there's like images, videos, carousels. For videos, you have UGC, you have VSLs, you have shorter ones, you have longer ones. And so identify the ad format that can help you get to the next level. Overall, the way I'm looking at it is very simple. Okay, so let's say I am selling skincare product, right? So here, if I look at my screen, all right, skincare. Okay, all right. So for example, if I'm selling skincare product, then I know that there is some kind of like seasonality to it, right? So for example, July, you can see kind of like, okay, here, like August to September, it's kind of like bad, right? It's kind of like there's like a drop here. So if there's like some seasonality to it, right now, it's phenomenal. Right now, you can see it's like ramping up. It's a great category to be in. If I'm selling, let's say, gift product, look at gifts. No one gives a fuck about gifts most of the year. Like, so if you're selling gifts in April, you're selling them in August, you're probably having very, very bad time. If you're selling gifts even like in January, boom, no one's buying gifts. Like even right now, you can see gifts are like 48 out of like half of the demand, half of the search volume that it was back in December, right? So you have to look at this data and also look at, or if we look at weight loss, look. So see, like, so look at this. Like most of the year, people don't give a fuck that they're overweight, right? Like, I mean, here they just kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of like overweight, but that's okay. I'm just like overweight. Like that's literally how it's, yeah. You put the clothes on and it's like no one sees that you're overweight anymore. And so here they don't give a fuck. But here, ooh, what happened here? Oh, what happened? Look at this. Oh, they started caring instantly. Why? Like New Year resolutions, right? So sometimes, and the market is the most impactful thing. Like you can't change human behavior. You cannot change human behavior. If people want to lose weight, they will buy your product. If they don't want to lose weight, you can be like very good marketer, but even the best marketers, they cannot fight the market, right? So you have to realize that and look at this picture, right? It's very easy to get like very hands-on and very attached and very emotional when business is not doing well. But sometimes there's like external forces that we are fighting against, and we cannot fight against them because they're bigger than us. Like, for example, if people are frustrated, like if people don't want to lose weight, if they don't give a shit, then it's like, I mean, you can push it to them and you can try to sell it to them, but they don't want it, right? So you have to look at that always from the perspective of market itself. Alessia Longo, how to make a great offer besides BOGO, etc. That's a great question. To make a good offer, reverse engineer good offers. Reverse engineer offers from your competitors, or maybe even offers in different spaces that are doing well, like what they're offering. Okay, you get them this product, but you also get this product and this product and this product and this I don't know, PDF and this ebook, and you also get like a free consultation, and you also get this. And with all of that, if you don't like it for any reason, you can get your money back, right? So it's kind of like you're increasing the perceived value of the offer, but you're also removing the risk from the customer. So that's how you make a good offer. I mean, it's probably oversimplified. Get yourself book from Alex Hormozi, 100 million dollar offers. It's a great book. It's an amazing book. Do you have advice? I mean, we have a question from Donald J. Trump, El Donaldo Trumpo. Do you have advice on how to sell skincare on Facebook ads? Yeah, image ads, video ads. Image ads, video ads, and good funnels. That's how you sell skincare products on Facebook ads. And that's it. I mean, that's all there is to it. But you have to, like with skincare specifically, you have to be a good marketer. You have to be a good marketer. Why? Because it is very saturated industry and very competitive for a good reason, because there is so much demand. It's a multi-billion dollar industry, and you have to compete with all of the other brands that are established. And so in order to compete with them, you have to identify how is your product different from what they're selling. So being very good with unique mechanisms, specific ingredients that you add to your product, how your product is functioning differently, looking differently, delivering differently is very important. So skincare, you can absolutely crush on Facebook. In our community, e-commerce scaling secrets, we have several people that are doing between $1 million and $5 million a month selling skincare products. It's an amazing category to be in. And by the way, El Donaldo Trumpo, love to see you in our community. I mean, you're asking a good question here. Would love to see if I can help you to crack it. And if you want to join our community called E-commerce Scaling Secrets, we're the best creme de la creme of the whole e-commerce industry is gathering. People doing millions of dollars per month, people doing great things with their businesses, learning from each other, helping each other out. Would love to see if we can get you in to help you grow your business, help you crack skincare products on Facebook. DM me ESS. I can break down, but even if not, I'll send you some amazing resources to help you crack skincare products on Facebook. And now, I mean, these questions, these are amazing fucking questions, and I would be answering them for the whole day, but I have the business to run. I have some shit to do, unfortunately, and I have to drop off. And I want to ask you to please send me the questions that I have not answered to you directly to my Instagram. So throughout the day, I'll answer to you. I'll send you some resources. I'll drop some value. I'll help you out. I'll make sure that I help you and contribute to your business as much as I can. So Alex Faratov, 3F at the end. This is here. Please, por favor. I mean, I guess it's the right thing to say. Por favor. Send me your questions there. Would love to help you out on Instagram. Would love to answer your questions and help you grow your business and create some positive impact. And I appreciate you so much joining. You guys are phenomenal. The questions are like top notch, like top notch. Amazing questions. And would love to connect with you on Instagram. By the way, if you're on YouTube, check out some other videos. Like if you haven't watched my last few videos, I have some awesome videos there. Great tutorials, great education to help you with different aspects of your businesses, to help you grow, to help you scale, and just to create some positive vibes and make this year the best year of our lives. And 1 year from now, it's like, gee, I was so glad I was on this Alex live where he was talking shit for 1 hour and I listened to his advice and I watched his videos, and it changed my life forever. And that's what I'm looking for. That's my oxygen. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you throughout the week. I don't know when, I don't know how. I just appear out of nowhere, like a phantom, like a Rolls Royce Phantom, or ghost Phantom. Oh, these are two different ones. Anyways, so like a phantom. So I'll be here like a phantom, and you're here like a silent killers. You're going, you're learning, you're executing, and you're bringing me some amazing results, sharing them here so we can inspire each other, help each other out, and help win 2025. Let's fucking go, team. And I'll see you later. So appreciate you so much. You guys are phenomenal. And yeah.